Hey, welcome to your practice. The 60-minute flow is focused on twisting, core, and balance. So as we move through our practice, just make sure that you listen to your body and customize to you as we go. We're going to begin in Shavasana, lying down when you're ready. As you start to settle into the earth, you can either have your legs long, you could bend your knees and let your knees knock to center. You decide where you'd like to place your hands. Maybe let your eyes drop closed so you can turn your focus inward to your breath. As you start to deepen your breath, just give yourself a couple cycles of intentional inhale and slow, steady exhale. Just focusing on the rise and fall of your breath, nothing else just yet. Into the mindful awareness of your breath, you feel yourself transition into the present moment. Feel yourself arrive to right here, right now. Your yoga practice and all the potential on your yoga mat to expand and grow and discover, not just in your physical body, also within the deeper layers of yourself, coming into deeper connection, deeper relationship between you and yourself. Maybe you want to set an intention for your flow, a devotion, or just a focus point. Allowing that to move forward into your awareness as well with your breath. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And open mouth, exhale, release. And when you're ready, breathe in to take a full body stretch. Reach your hands up overhead. Find all that space between your fingers and your toes. Maybe spread your fingers and toes wide. And start to circle with your ankles and wrists. And eventually bring your right knee into your right shoulder. Hands interlace onto your right shin. Send energy out through your left heel. Draw your belly to your spine. Take an in-breath. Then exhale to your supine twist. Let your right leg tip across your body. Let your right shoulder get heavy towards the earth. Maybe keep your right knee hugged a little bit closer to your heart space so you get some length through the muscles that line your spine. Take one breath in and one breath out. The bottom of your exhale, slowly come back to center. And you draw your left knee in and just send your right leg long. Simple switch to second side. As you press your right heel forward, draw your left knee in closer, take a deeper breath. And exhale to find your twist. Again, maybe keep your left thigh hugged a little bit tighter to your torso so you get the length in your spine in addition to that rotation. A full body breath in. And exhale to rinse around. And then as you come back to center, again, no rush in this. Let's take a moment to bring both knees into your body. Find neutral through your spine, and then start to stack your knees above your hip points. You can have your legs zipped together, flex through your feet. Draw your front ribs in, pull your belly down so your entire back body is rooted to the earth. And take your right hand to your right thigh, left hand to your left thigh. Take a breath in. And with exhale, belly pulls down. Begin to push your hands into your thighs. And press into your legs and then up towards the sky, and then draw your belly down towards the earth. So you're using your core to keep your legs stacked as they are. And then your hands push against your thighs. So you choose how much resistance, how much pressure you add against your own body. You take one more breath in and out. And from here, lengthen your legs up to the sky. You can have completely long legs, a micro bend, a 3/4 bend. You could even keep your knees at 90 for this. What you're going to do is send energy out through your heels. Take your hands out into a capital T shape. Palms face the earth. Root down through your hands. Draw your belly to your spine. With an inhale, start to tip your legs over to the left. So you can choose how far your legs go. They do not need to drop all the way to the earth. And then on your exhale, use your core, push through your palms. Lift your legs back to the sky. And inhale, legs go over to the right. And then exhale, legs to the sky. And we'll take that 2 more times each side. So following the rhythm of your breath, use your inhalation to lower to the left. And your exhalation to lift through your center. Slow and strong inhale, legs go over to the right. And an exhale, pull through your belly, lift your legs through center. And one more time like this each side. So breath in to lower left. Exhale, navel pulls down, lift your legs through center. And inhale, root through your hands, press your arms into the earth. Exhale, legs lift through center. And keep your legs to the sky. Interlace your hands behind your head. From here, take a breath in. Left leg's gonna lower, left elbow twist to your right thigh. On your exhale, lift your left leg, bring your heart up through center. Second side, inhale, right leg lowers, right elbow to cross. Exhale, right leg lifts, heart to center. And 2 more, inhale, left leg lowers, left elbow to cross. And exhale, up through your center. Inhale, right elbow crosses, right heel to a hover. And exhale through your center. Last round, inhale, left elbow across. Exhale through center, keep your heart lifted. Last one, inhale, right leg lowers, right elbow to cross. Exhale to lift. Release, relax, knees to chest, head and shoulders drop back. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And you can either rock and roll forward and back, or you can tip to your left or right to find your way up to all fours. And as you bring your shoulders above your wrists, hips above your knees, open your fingers wide. Check that your wrist crease is parallel to the top of your mat. Grip for your finger pads. Hug the finger pads of your hands towards the center of your palms. Deep breath in, pull your heart up. Lift your tailbone to the sky. You can shift a little bit forward and back within this. And exhale to your cat spine, tuck your tail. Press the earth down and away, feel your shoulder blades spread apart, pull your belly way open, and again maybe shift a little bit forward and back. And as you come through a neutral spine, keep your hips stacked above your knees, walk your hands forward, Anahatasana, heart melting pose. Take a deep breath to the back of your heart. Exhale, soften closer to the earth. Your forearms are 2 parallel lines. Right, start to slither forward into your Sphinx pose. Bring your shoulders above your elbows. If you need to scoot your hips back to create that nice stack, you can always adjust the distance between your hips, your pelvis, and your elbows. First, start to push down through your forearms to draw your belly in, and then hug your elbows to your hip points. Make sure the muscles along your spine activate. Again, grip to your finger pads. So your finger pads pull to the center of your palms. Right, draw your hands towards your elbows towards your hip points, and your hip points to your toes. And then after pulling, begin to push down into your forearms and away. Draw your belly to your spine, start to lift your hips. And you can keep your knees down for your forearm plank, or tuck your toes and lift your knees off of the earth. As you draw your belly in, you might shift your weight a little bit further forward. And finding that extension, feel your thighs and your glutes light up. Forearms press into the earth, core is strong. One more breath in. Exhale, lower your hips down. Untuck your toes, low cobra, drag your hands back. As you hug your elbows in by your side bodies, again, grip the earth with your finger pads and pull your finger pads energetically back. Long through the nape of your neck, take one more breath in. And exhale, lower down. Then tuck your toes underneath. Right, knees up or knees down for support, it's up to you. From your core and your upper body strength, strong through your thighs as well. Push into a high plank pose. Right. From here, downward facing dog, send your pelvis up and back. Take a moment to be pedal out through your feet. And check back in with your breath and also the engagement of your hands. You see how much length, how much extension you can find from your fingers to your hip creases. With the breath in, lift your heels up. On your exhale, tiptoe, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Soft through your knees, heavy through your head. Let your tailbone pull to the sky. And let the crown of your head drop closer to the earth. You can still have some softness in your knees. Keep this little bit of a lift through your tail as you lean slightly into the fronts of your feet and lift up halfway from there, belly to spine, big breath in. Good, exhale, forward fold, release. And then inhale, rise all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold, soften your knees, feel that hinge forward from your hips, controlled by your core as you release. Halfway lift, lengthen up. On your exhale, take a big step back, high plank pose. And with an inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Knees up or down, lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart, up dog or cobra, big breath in. Now we're gonna focus on our core here. So moving back to downward facing dog, press into the tops of your feet, crazy strong, pull your belly in. You're gonna push down into your hands and press the tops of your feet as you pull your belly to your spine. Put your hands down and away as you drag your feet energetically towards the heels of your hands, and that pike comes from your core, hips to the sky, downward dog. And one more here, inhale your heels up high. And exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top, forward fold. Halfway lift as your breath in. And exhale to release. Then inhale, rise to stand. Your exhale dives you to the earth. Lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Vinyasa or down dog, so step back or flow back. It's up to you, the transition that you choose. Just make sure you're listening to the tempo of your breath to lead you through. And in your downward facing dog, walk your feet wide to the outside edges of your mat and a little bit closer to your hands. So you're in a short and wide down dog stance. Now draw your belly in. Get really firm through your left hand. Take your right hand towards the outside of your left ankle. Press down with your left hand, push through your feet. So your hip creases pull up to the sky. Bend your right elbow and draw your heart underneath your left bicep. So it's a twist. Take another breath in. Push the earth away. Exhale, twist a little deeper. And then replace your right hand to where it started and switch. Take your left hand across. Rotate your heart around. Root through your right hand. Activate through your legs. Bend your left elbow as you pull your heart underneath your right arm. Wrap your left ribs, your left lung towards your right thigh. And strong through your right hand. Begin to release your left hand forward. Then walk back into your traditional downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, right knee to your left tricep. Try to stay square through your shoulders, root to the heel of your right hand. Then inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Drop your left knee to the earth. Keep your left toes tucked if that works for your body. And then inhale, lift your heart and hands to the sky. With your out breath, grab your left wrist and lean over to your right for a side body stretch. Draw in through your belly, so you're going to lift your pelvis, lengthen through your entire left side body. Feel your right hip hug down towards the earth. Now on your inhale, lift through your center, lengthen your arms, release the grip. On your exhale, airplane your arms, lean your heart forward and lift your back knee off the earth. And take a moment to be here. And try to light up your triceps, the backs of your arms. Spin your thumbs out wide so your collarbones are broad, and push into your feet. Lean your weight forward to your right foot. Come to your left tippy toe. Either drag or take a big step into chair pose. Hips get low. Inhale, lift your heart and hands up high. With your exhale, prayer twist your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. So you want to use all the length that you found in that side body stretch a moment ago here as you twist. So think inhale, hip creases, reach back, crown reaches forward. Exhale, rotate around. And feel your left ribs again moving to the right. Your right shoulder rolls back. Good. Strong through your legs, hug to the midline. Inhale to your chair pose. And on your exhale, forward fold, release. Take a halfway lift breath in. And then step your right foot to the back of your mat as you breathe out. And from here, you're gonna root into your hands. And step back into a plank that has your feet about hips distance apart. And turn all 10 toes to the right. And then lift your right hand to the sky. So you're in stagger-footed Vashisthasana, stagger-footed side plank. And push the earth away. Roll your right shoulder back. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, you're going to spin onto your toes, squaring your hips to the earth. Wrap your right arm underneath to the left, threading your needle. Good. Inhale, open back up to that stagger-footed side plank. Right hand goes to the sky. 2 more exhales, square towards the earth. Reach your right hand underneath your left ribs. Good. Inhale, spin back open. 1 more time here. Exhale, thread your right hand through. Try to be balanced and square through your hips. Good. Inhale, spin open. On your exhale, it's high plank pose. Breath in, shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog, exhale through. Your inhale to open your heart. Now, how much core connection can you find as you push your hands down and forward and hug the tops of your feet towards your hands? Pike, 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 and then tuck your toes as your hips run the sky. And an in-breath lifts your left leg tall. Exhale, left knee to your right tricep underneath your body. 3-legged dog, big breath in. Left foot lands to the top of your mat, breath out. Release your right knee to the earth. And find the scissor action as you lift your heart and hands to the sky. So your right knee hugs forward, your left heel draws back. Grab onto your right wrist and take your side bend, lean to your left. Again, feel that anchoring of your left hip slightly down. Lift your rib cage away from your pelvis, but keep your shoulders drawing away from your ears. And then inhalation, lift tall through your center, release your grip. Exhale, airplane your arms, lean forward and lift your back knee off the earth. As you go out here, press the earth away. Find a buoyancy beneath your body. You can even use your hands to fill your pelvis in space. So maybe you need to draw your left hip back and hug your right hip forward so that we're not taking this in our hip joints. Get strong through your core as you push the earth away. Lean your weight forward, get light through your right foot, and drag or step to your chair pose, Utkatasana. As your hips sink low, inhale your heart and hands up high. Exhale, prayer twist right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. And find a little bit of a greater depth through your seat and then through your breath. So think inhale for a length. Use your exhale to help you twist. And 1 more breath like that. Squeeze your legs to center. Push through your palms. Maybe Hakini Mudra, pressing through your fingertips so you have more leverage to rotate around. And stay low through your seat. Utkatasana, chair pose, breath in. On your exhale, forward fold, release. Take a halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale, step your left foot back, step your right foot back, and you're in about hips distance stance in your high plank pose. Turn your toes to the left, so you're in a stagger-footed side plank. Lift your left hand to the sky. Take your inhale here. On your exhale, rotate onto the ball mounds of your feet. Reach your left hand underneath your body. Good. Inhale, spiral open to the left. And 2 more, your breath pace. Exhale. Try to find the control. Keep your hips buoyant so that this stays in your core rather than your low back. Reach. And then inhale, spin open. And one more time here. Exhale, hips to square, thread your left hand underneath. And then inhale, peel back open. And high plank pose is your exhale with control. Breath in to shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog, you decide. And let's take a deep breath together. And open mouth, exhale, release. And inhale your right leg to the ceiling. With an exhale, take your right knee to your left tricep. Send your heart straight forward, though grip the earth with your hands. Good. One-legged plank, big breath in, press your right heel back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, one-legged plank. Last time here, exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, your right foot forward to the top. Take a dip through your left knee, cow lunge, breath in. And lengthen both legs, cat lunge, exhale. Bend into your right knee. Then press through your feet, airplane your arms beside you. Press down through your palms so there's an upward energy through your heart space. A little bit different this time. You're going to lean your weight to your right foot. And as you start to shift forward, bring your left knee to your chest. Reach your hands out like a chair pose. Good. Breath in. Airplane pose from here, little pulsation. So reach your fingertips back, lengthen your left leg, maybe lengthen your right. We're going to flow that 2 more times. So bend into your right knee. Use your core, bring your left knee to your chest, reach your hands in front of you. Right, airplane pose, you can always be gliding your left toes in and out across the earth. Right, one more time, bend in, reach forward. Right, airplane pose, fly it back. Now this time, bend in, bring your left knee all the way with you to stand. I know that's a big, big push to get all the way up here. Ekapada Tadasana. Take an inhale, press your standing leg, grow taller through your crown. Exhale to twist, left hand goes down and back, your right hand reaches forward. Then breathe in here. And breathe out here. And one more inhale. And exhale to your airplane pose. As you start to send your left leg back, square your body towards the earth, hands reach behind you. Good. Drop your left toes to the ground, crescent lunge, inhale your heart and hands to the sky. And exhale, warrior 2, spin open, establish your roots. Revisiting our side bodies, inhale, reverse, right hand sweeps overhead. On your exhale, find your side angle. And then extend your side angle, deep breath in, long line from your left fingertips to your left heel. Your left hand guides you through. You're going to move into a side lunge or skandasana, bend into your left knee. So hands on the heart, the earth, or out to the sides. Skandasana, your right leg is long, right toes to the ceiling. Side lunge, all 10 toes face the long edge of your mat. Right knee is long, Your left knee is bent and your hips are a little higher. From wherever you are, take a big breath in. On your exhale, hands or no hands, low lunge to the top, so bend into your right knee, turn all 10 toes forward as your left heel unhooks. Hands find the earth. Left hand is going to be your base. Side plank, step your right foot back. You can stagger or you can stack your feet this time. Reach your right hand to the sky. Now hips are going to stay square and open to the right edge of your mat. Take a breath in. On your exhale, thread your right hand underneath your left ribs. Push through your left hand and left foot really strong. And inhale, open your heart, reach your right hand to the sky. 2 more here. Exhale, thread through. If you want to, you can lift your right leg for more balance challenge. And inhale, right hand reaches. Last time here, exhale, right hand threads. And as you breathe in, open up. With your breath out, high plank pose with control. Inhale guides you forward. Vinyasa or down dog, exhale your way home. Let each moment of your transition have its place. Try not to rush through any part of it. Then from your downward facing dog, inhale your left leg high. Use an out breath, take your left knee to your right tricep. Drive the heel of your left hand, push through your right toes. One-legged plank breath in. Your left knee, right tricep, breath out. One more time, one-legged plank, inhale. Left knee, right tricep with exhale. Three-legged dog, send your left leg up high. Left foot lands to the top of your mat. See how lightly you can arrive at there. Maybe give it a boost. Challenge, sink your right knee, reach your heart through. Follow your out breath to your challenge, lengthen through your legs. When you're ready to bend into your left knee, press into your feet, and then airplane your arms beside you. Now you don't need to be in your deepest lunge here. It's going to be a little bit easier if you're up higher. You have that upward energy rather than more downward energy in addition to gravity. So lean into your left foot, pull through your core. Shift your weight forward, bring your right knee to your belly, reach your hands forward, big breath in. Good, exhale, airplane pose, lengthen out. Two more like that. So again, you can always glide your right toes along the earth, reaching your hands forward, then gliding your right toes back. One more time, inhale through. And then exhale, airplane pose. This time, no rush. You're going to bend in. Bring your right leg all the way with you to stand. Take a moment, find yourself here. Gather and inhale. And then twist to the right on your exhale, right hand sweeps back. Send your left fingers forward. Check that your pelvis is square to the top of your mat. That twist is from your waistline up. One more full cycle of breath. Slow motion, airplane pose, begin to fly back. Take a nice deep inhale. Landing as wide as you can, crescent lunge on your exhale, right toes release. Big breath in, step tall through your spine. Warrior two, spiral open. Inhale, left hand reaches to reverse. Press your left thigh bone down towards the earth. Exhale, side angle, root through your right foot. Your right heel on the outside edge, really strong. Extend your right hand overhead, breath in. Circle sweep into your side lunge or Skandasana, right knee to bend. And so heart the earth or spread your wings. Give yourself a full breath in and a slow breath out. Now you can try to use more of your leg strength and core strength. Maybe not using your hands, or you can use your hand to crawl around. Low lunge to the top of your mat, so bend into your left knee. Everything rotates forward. Unhook your back heel. Good, right hand is going to be your base. Step your left foot back, Vashisthasana, side plank. Left hand to the sky. And again, your feet can be stacked or stagger. Big inhale here. And as you exhale, thread your left hand underneath. Push your right hand super strong. Push the outside edge of your right foot, or the entirety of your right foot if it's on the earth. When you're inhaling, you spin open. Two more again. If you want to float your top leg, you can exhale. Float your left leg, reach your right hand through. Then inhale to spin open. One more time here. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, spin open. And a high plank pose with control. Shift forward on your in-breath. Vinyasa or down dog is your out breath. Open your chest. And then pike, pike, pike. Feel your core. And child's pose. Drop your knees down, settle your hips back. Take a steady breath in. And even smoother exhale out. And wander your hands over to the right, find a side body stretch. Deep breath as you root through your left hand into your left ribs. Exhale, feel your left sitting bone reach further back and down. Then inhale, brings your hands through center. And exhale, your hands over to the left. Anchor through your right hand and reach back through your right hip. Big breath in. And exhale out. And start to move back through center. Shift forward through your tabletop pose. Tuck your toes downward facing dog. Good. Now keep the length of your down dog, but walk your feet wide again with the outside edges of your mats. And then press through your hands. Good. Anchor through your left hand, reach your right hand towards your left ankle. If you can't reach it, just reach in that direction. Twist around. Push through your left hand. Bend as much lift through your sitting bone by pressing through your left hand as you can. Take one more breath in. And one more breath out. Now listen, you're going to shift forward. Right hand goes back to the earth. Shift forward towards a plank pose. Take your left knee towards your right tricep. Your right foot is still wide. Send your left heel back towards a wide one-legged plank breath in. And exhale, left knee, right tricep, breath out. Wide one-legged plank, left foot goes out and back. And exhale, left knee, right tricep. One more time, wide one-footed plank breath in. Exhale, left toes to the earth, wide-footed down dog, press your hips back. And get strong through your right hand. Grip the earth and then take your left hand to the outside of your right calf or reach in that direction. Give yourself a full breath here. And a full exhale. Now again, as you take your left hand forward, you're going to shift towards a plank. Cross your right knee to your left tricep. Wide one-legged plank, press your right heel out and back, breath in. Try to keep your heart square. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, right foot goes out and back. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, back. Exhale, right toes down, push back into your wide-footed downward facing dog. And walk your feet together. And in breath, floats your right leg to the sky. And exhale, right knee, left tricep. Inhale, one-legged plank. And exhale, three-legged dog. Push into a long line. And then step your right foot to the top of your mat. Then as you press through your feet, with an inhale, lift into your airplane arms. Arrive here on your exhale. Crescent lunge, big breath in. And grab your left wrist, lean into your right, breath out. And inhale to your left ribs. Exhale, prayer twist, hook your left elbow outside of your right thigh. Press elbow and thigh together, twist your heart around to the right. Let your right shoulder lean back. Take your gaze down to the earth. Shift your weight to your right foot, pulling with your belly, come to left tippy toe. You can either drag or first airplane your left leg into the air. Good. Step your left foot forward into your twisted chair. And feel your hips shift back. Rotate your heart to the right one more time. Keep your seat low. Inhale, Utkatasana, heart and hands go high. And exhale, airplane, your arms, weight goes to your left foot, flamingo, your right heel to your seat. From here, push to warrior three, send your right leg back. Reach your hands forward with an inhale. Good, airplane, your arms, bring your right knee to your chest on your exhale. Two more, inhale, warrior three. This could also be airplane, exhale, airplane, arms, right knee in. One more time, warrior three, inhale. Crescent lunge, exhale your right toes down, breathe in, reach up high. Warrior two, open out. In breath to reverse. Good, exhale, side angle. Inhale to extend your right hand overhead. Exhale, right knee to bend, side lunge or skandasana. Take one breath in. Low lunge to the top, bend into your left knee, all 10 toes forward, breath out. Root through your hands, step back into a high plank pose. On your inhale, shift forward. Knees up or down, just lower halfway. Good, side plank, left hand is your base, press up. Turn your toes to the right, reach your right hand to the sky. Good, high plank on your in-breath. Shift forward, knees up or down, lower halfway. Press and open the opposite direction, right hand is your base. Side plank, left hand to the sky. And inhale through your center. Shift forward, Vinyasa or down dog. Exhale through. Inhale, give it space. Out breath to downward facing dog. Then breathe in fully. And exhale out completely. And inhalation sweeps your left leg to the ceiling. Use your exhalation, take your left knee to your right tricep. One-legged plank breath in. Use your left glute to push through your hands, core strong, three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Step your left foot forward to the top of your mat. As you root through your feet, airplane your arms beside you. Take a moment here, find the stability through your lower half, and then use that to grow tall, crescent lunge, breath in. Grab your right wrist, lean to your left as you exhale out. Take one more inhale for space in your right side. Then use that space to twist your right elbow outside of left thigh. And you can always move your feet around, so like if you need a wider, shorter, longer stance, whatever it might be, you can adjust your body. Now push it to your left foot. Keep the twist, but look down and forward at the earth in front of you for a focus point. So you transfer the weight to your left foot, then your right toes can stay on the earth or airplane your right leg. Feel your core, feel the strength of your body, then step your right foot to meet your left twisted chair. Rotate around, find more depth. As you get low through your seat, Utkatasana, inhale, harden hands through center. Your exhale will airplane your arms, flamingo your left heel to your seat. Press through your right foot, warrior three or airplane. Inhale, reach, length through your body. Exhale back to your flamingo left leg, reach your hands behind you to airplane arms. Two more, push and reach, breath in. Good, exhale, contract to center. Last time here, push and reach with your inhale. Arrive your left toes to crescent lunge on your exhale, and breathe in, lift your torso tall. Warrior two, spiral open. Inhale, reverse, right hand reaches. Exhale, side angle, lean down. Extend with an inhale, left hand reaches overhead. Side lunge or skandasana, left knee to bend on your exhale. One breath in to find extension. Low lunge to the top, bend into your right knee, crawl your way forward. Let's step back into your high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward, optional push-up. Right hand as your base, open your left hand to the sky, Vashisthasana, side plank. Option to thread your left hand underneath one time. You can even float a left leg if you want. Then inhale back to your side plank. Exhale, high plank pose. Shift forward as you breathe in. Optional push-up, breath out. Open the opposite side, left hand is your base, right hand to the sky. Maybe thread your right hand underneath, maybe lift your right leg. Then back to side plank, breath in. To your high plank, breath out. Now inhale, shifts you forward. Vinyasa or down dog. Then gather breath through your nose and release that breath out of your mouth. Right hand or right leg rather sweeps up tall. Step your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Drop your left knee to the earth and find a half split. So lengthen your right leg in front of you. So see how I scooch my leg forward? You might also scoot your right foot forward a little bit. You can bend your knee a lot. You have a block or blocks, you can take blocks beneath your hands. Now flex your right toes back to your face. Make sure your right knee is healthy and not in hyperextension. Root down into the earth with your right heel, and then drag your right heel towards your body, like you're retracting your femur bone into your pelvis. Send your heart forward and up. Lift your tailbone up and back like your cow shape. And you can stay here. Extend your left fingertips out to the side. Lean weight towards your left hand and twist your right hand to the ceiling. Hug your right hip down to the earth. Yeah, and then let your right shoulder roll back so your right side body gets nice and long. And one more inhale here. On your exhale, release your right hand. Bend into your right knee and walk your right foot wide to the outside edge of your mat. Rotate your right toes slightly to the right. If you need to scoot your left knee back, you can. Lizard lunge. Option to stay here. You could lower to your forearms. If you wanted to bend your left heel to your seat, that's an option too. For your twisted monkey, reach your right hand to the back of your mat, or right hand catches your left foot. Draw the tips of your shoulder blades together and then press the tips of your shoulder blades into the back of your heart. So you can use your back body to open your front body. Then hug your heel to your seat. Press your hips to your left heel. push down and away through your left arm or forearm. One more inhale. And exhale, unwind, bring your hands down to the earth on the inside of your right foot. So you turn your right toes forward, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step back, downward facing dog, but try to use your upper body and your core, so really light with your right foot. Step your right foot back. Good, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, land your left foot to the top of your mat. Let your right knee arrive to the earth and then lengthen through your left leg half split. Right, find the placement of your left foot that works for your body. And make sure that your left knee is not in hyperextension, so at least a micro bend. So you pull your left toes back towards you, plug your left thigh bone into your pelvis. Yeah, and as you hug that left thigh bone in, send your tailbone up and back hard forward. Okay, so the entire back body, the entire post chain is connected. Yeah, so sometimes when we redirect our awareness to our spine, we get more space in the back of our leg as well. Maybe tent your right fingertips slightly to the right, out to the side, and then roll your left hand open to the ceiling. Wrap your left hip down, and then spin open into your twist. Drag your left heel towards the back of your mat, and then breathe into your left side body. And when you are ready to release from this, you're going to release your left hand, bend into your left knee, and then walk your left foot out to the left. Maybe left toes spiral to the left, opening through your left hip slightly externally. Stay high, drop low, right leg long or right knee bent. Maybe you add your twist. If you activate and squeeze your right glute into engagement, that's going to help deepen the stretch in the front of your right hip. So through your hip flexor, press it down and away through your right hand or forearm, so whatever's connected to the earth. Maybe push through your left foot as well. And let your heart twist open. Let your sternum reach in the opposite direction of your tail. And you can use your shoulder blades to press your heart forward. And one more breath in. In your exhale, you're going to bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Push the earth away. Right toes tuck. Right knee lifts as you get strong. Press your hands out quietly. And you step your left foot back, downward facing dog. Then on an inhale, lift your heels up high. Maybe walk in 2 to 4 inches. Let your knees go wide on your exhale. Look to the top of your mat. Strong with your hands. Step, or maybe take a big handstand hop, heels towards your seat to your forward fold. And then take a halfway lift breath in. Bend your knees and have a seat as you breathe out. Good. If you want a sip of water, feel free to grab a little sip of water here. And then we're going to lower down to the earth using our core and twisting at the same time. So as you anchor through your feet, I like to flex my feet here too. So just like we were doing in our half splits, you can root through your heels and drag your heels towards you. But in this case, that helps you activate your low belly. So root down through your heels, hug your heels towards your body. Inhale your hands up high. On your exhale, lean back. Find that challenge point for your core. Bring your hands to your heart. Continue to drag your heels towards your seat. Breathe your heart to your thumbs. Exhale, twist to your right. Push your left hand into your right palm. Resist your left hand with your right hand with your right obliques. Good. Inhale brings you back through center. Exhale, second side. So press with your right hand, resist with your left. Hug through your left oblique. Maybe drag your left heel towards you a little stronger. And inhale through your center. Exhale to the right. Option to float your left knee to a 90-degree bend. Then inhale, place your left heel down, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, maybe bring your right knee in. Then inhale through your center. On your exhale, reach your hands forward, lower down to a low bow, so your low back comes to the earth. Press through your heels, point through your toes, or point through your toes. Then take an inhale. Exhale, rotate to the right, reach to the right, right. If you want to, reach your right hand to the back of your yoga mat. And shoulder blades stay lifted. Inhale back to your center. Exhale to the left, reach to the left. Shoulders stay lifted, maybe reach your left hand to the back of your mat. Reach, stay lifted. Inhale through your center. Exhale, knees to chest. Good. Happy baby pose, hands to your feet, let your knees open wide. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. And 2 more breaths here, heavy through your head, shoulders, and hips. You could always lengthen one or both legs if you wanted to. Maybe a little rock from side to side. And then for your inversion, you can either go to bridge pose, or you can send your legs up to the sky. So you might just let your knees be a little soft here, feet towards the ceiling. You could also send your legs up the wall, using your wall as support. If you'd like to lift your hips above your shoulders to shoulder stand or plow, press into the earth. Start to send your hips up and above you. Whatever you choose to be in, make sure that you can breathe really smooth and steady. So if you're in shoulder stand or plow, keep your gaze straight up to the sky. Avoid looking from left to right. Lift your sits bones, root through the backs of your arms, and breathe. Take one more breath in. And exhale, use your core to slowly roll down. We'll all meet knees to chest. And let your feet come to the earth. The soles of your feet come together, knees open wide. Now land one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Take a deep breath through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, release. And 2 more like that. Deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more here, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Just let your eyes close. Let your breath kind of settle into a natural rhythm. And you can stay here, reach down to the outsides of your thighs, draw your knees back to center, and then bring your knees into your chest. Take a moment just drawing your knees in close to your body. Can you feel a sense of release in your energy? Let both knees tip over to your left. Find a gentle twist. Maybe your right arm reaches out to the right. Deep breath into your right side. And a slow breath out. One more like that. Can you allow the weight of your legs to settle in and down a little bit more to that support of the earth below? And slowly bring your knees back through center, maybe one at a time, really gentle. Let both knees transition over to your right. Left arm might reach out. I like to place my right hand just on the outside of my left leg or on my left knee as an encouragement to release there. 2 breaths here. And when you're ready to transition back to center, again, just one leg at a time, nice and slow. Okay, draw your thighs in, draw your nose to your knees if you're reaching for your feet. Curl into a tight ball as you take one more breath in. And find your final relaxation on your breath out. So whether that is legs long, knees bent, or seated meditation. Take a moment to settle into the earth again. As you settle into the earth, can you find a steadiness through your breath? And just use that steadiness to focus your awareness back to the moment. Once you establish that connection to the here and now, to your body, maybe allow your breath to take on its own natural rhythm. The organic flow of inhale in and exhale out. These final few minutes of your practice are just yours. You need to be in your body as you are. So as you settle in, taking these last 5 to 10 minutes of flow, right, letting it simply be the flow of the moment as your practice integrates into your body, your heart, your mind. If your mind wanders, now you can redirect your attention back to your breath, but also notice maybe where your mind goes. When you have space, when you create space, right? What thoughts, what feelings are trying to make themselves known. And closing our practice, dropping into your final relaxation, take one more deep breath in through your nose. And an open mouth exhale, release. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. May your practice serve as your teacher, to lead you in living more authentically and loving more deeply each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.